To the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Williams in at the three. DeRozan for three, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Takes the three, and it's Edey missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Levine passes to Ellis. Misses the three. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's Morant outside. Here's Edey. Second chance shot. And he lays it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Levine for three. And another miss by Sacramento. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to speak with the head coach of the Kings for a minute. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Graham.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Edey, that's good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Kings have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Murray finds Sabonis. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
That's a nice stroke from the mid-range, just pure coming out of the left-hander's hand.
Memphis has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Jackson against Murray. Now here's Morant. The D's right on him. Williams passes to Bane. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the 3. Kings trail by 4. Pass to Levine. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Levine's got 5.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Shoots a fadeaway, and he gets the bucket. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Ellis passes to Sabonis. Launches a 3, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Pass to Bane. Morant against Murray. Outside, Williams. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. DeRozan finds Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. Outside for Levine. From behind the arc. Here's Ellis. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
You got to keep that head up, and Levine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
From deep, Bane. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Trailing by 2. Murray, no good. Ooh, poked away. Sabonis outside. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. He's got 5.
Well, that's a bonus right there to have DeMontes step out and shoot the 3 and stretch out the defense.
To the inside. And Ja Morant with the 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Yeah, the defense expects DeRozan to try and score, but he smartly makes the extra pass.
From deep, Bane. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Takes a 3. From deep three-point land. No good. Outside Morant. The kick out to Williams. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Sacramento?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break adds to your total in a hurry.
On the court for the Grizzlies, we've got Luke Kennard, Jackson out there with John Conchar, and it's Pippen in at the point. Jackson with a screen on Monk. Kennard, Valanciunas with a rebound. Sacramento leading by 4. Outside Carter. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas passes to Arabia. It's Monk on the wing. Three-pointer. Out to the right wing. Let's go with a 3. And that one's good. Larabia's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Out to the wing. Here's Larabia. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Larabia's got 5 points. Here's Pippen. He's checked by Carter to stop the run. Rebound by Sacramento. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. Now here's Monk. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Crowder. Carter on the wing. Monk for 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's the 3. Drains the triple. Huff's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Back to Carter. And there's the foul. It's on John Conchar. That's his first foul. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Valanciunas. Pass to Crowder. Valanciunas sets a screen. And it's Crowder missing.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Monk for three. Conchar pulls it in. Grizzlies trail by 9. Back to Kennard. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Kings have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Laravia's got 11 points.
Terrific feed from Valanciunas, a big man scanning the deck.
Conchar outside. Back to Kennard. The 3-ball. Hauled in by the Kings. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Carter. A quick shot there. It's off target. Well, Memphis shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Jackson outside. Kennard for 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And here's Crowder from the arc. Huff pulls it in.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Kennard for 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
Kennard has such good mechanics with the way he shoots it. The moment that ball is in motion, it looks good.
Pass to Laravia. 3-pointer. Memphis with a rebound. Up in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Sacramento Kings leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Sacramento leading by 6. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Fires the 3. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Inside. LaVine with a steal. And here's the fast break from outside the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Ellis has got his second basket of the night.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8. And it's Edey missing. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Here's Sabonis. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Bane. Morant surveying the floor. Pass to Edey. The 3. And the dunk by Jackson.
And just a forceful play by Jackson. Clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
Ellis passes to Murray. Now LaVine, guarded by Bane. Murray from outside. And it's Bane with the rebound. Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Ellis. And the 3 off target. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Jackson outside. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
And so Sabonis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Knocks down the long J.
And that distribution from Sabonis just keeps growing. Found the open man that time.
And another miss by Memphis.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edie's got his 6th rebound on the night. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Outside Morant. And it's Edie missing. Sacramento leading by 9. He takes it in. Ellis passes to Levine. The triple goes for Levine.
And Levine knows he has the green light to take these shots, and his confidence is really impressive.
And here's Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now here's Levine. Give him 8. Here's Ellis. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant, the pass to Williams. Back to Morant from 8 feet away. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 from Bain. Nails it from 3. Bain's got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And here's Morant outside. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Now here's Levine. Pass to Ellis. Fires the 3. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Ellis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant finds Jackson. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Bain. This one for 3. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. DeRozan for 3. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The Kings on top. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Grizzlies trail by 6. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Jackson out there with John Conchar. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. Kennard passes to Jackson. Back to Kennard for 3. Rebound by Sacramento. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
Sacramento leading by 3. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Laravia. The 3 is up. They grab their own miss. Carter from outside. The shot, no good.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Kennard for 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating to the middle. Jackson, the pass to Huff. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Count it from distance. And the Kings lead by 6.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Kennard can't get it to go. The Kings have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Carter. From deep. And another Sacramento 3.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Pippen, pass to Conchar. Here's Pippen. Valanciunas covering. And another miss by Memphis.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Now here's Crowder. Lets it go from deep. Huff pulls it in. Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Pippen. And again it's Memphis missing. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And the Kings going with a whole new group out there. Here's Morant. Looking to win the run. DeRozan against Williams. From deep, Morant. That's tipped.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Memphis, they're working against the clock now. The three-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
DeRozan, a screen on Morant. Ellis passes to DeRozan. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Edey releases from the wing and drills it.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Out to Sabonis. Over Edey. And there's Sabonis. That one's good. On the assist by Levine. And he's now got the double-double. Outside Morant. From downtown. Here's Edey. Kicks it out to Bane. Pass to Morant. Beyond the arc. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
And here's Sabonis outside. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Kings.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Sabonis.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Pass to Morant. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Murray. DeRozan outside. There's the three. The rebound by Edey.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
So it's Sacramento picking up the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the music. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
welcome maybe the best day of the year. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, then it's Holiday, and it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. Now here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum kicks to Holiday. Brown outside. Here's Shireman. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Here's Sacramento now. DeRozan for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Tatum with a screen on Ellis. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes.
He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to the defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. When he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Porzingis with a screen on LaVine. Pass to Tatum. Here's Shireman. A three-pointer, no good. LaVine deciding where to go with it. Get that bucket in no time at all. LaVine's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
Now here's DeRozan. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The 3 from Tatum. Hits it from three-point range. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
LaVine wide open. Out to DeRozan. On the wing, Ellis. Back to DeRozan. Shoots the 3. And it's LaVine that time on the assist from DeRozan. He's got 8.
How about the confidence that LaVine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Tatum deciding where to go with it from past the arc. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now what's the pass to Sabonis? Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And they're moving it up. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
The Kings trail by 3. Outside DeRozan. On the wing, LaVine. Corner shot. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Brown, good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
DeRozan on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Back to DeRozan. Kick out to Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Levine's got 13 points.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Tatum's shot is off. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. For 3, Ellis. It's hauled in by Porzingis. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Brown. Holiday with the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bean passes to DeRozan. From the arc. And Shireman pulls it down. There's Brown with the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Kings here in this one so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
We've got Trey Lyles. Carter out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Now here is Horford. Here's Hauser. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 3 points. Hauser's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Celtics shooting well. 50% from the floor. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Hauser. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And it's White missing. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They get it back to Lyles. LaRavia passes to Lyles. Again, the miss by the Kings. Boston has gone 1 of 2 on 3 corners here in the second quarter so far. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Sacramento. Trailing by 2. Shots good by Lyles. Lyles got his first 3 points of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Horford sets a screen for White. And Valanciunas pulls it down. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And Valanciunas kicks to Lyles. Carter outside. Here's the 3. Boston grabs the miss. Here's White. Here's Craig. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 1.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And it's Carter missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
The Kings trail by 3. It's up a 3. And Valanciunas kicks to Lyles. Monk, no one around him, sinks the three-pointer.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
The real
come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Here's Hauser. And it's Laravia with the rebound.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Miles passes to Valanciunas. He tries for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Drops in the layup for two. Pritchard's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Count that one. Celtics leading by 3. From downtown, Craig can't get it to go. And for Sacramento, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Miles passes to Laravia. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Laravia's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate. Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's all tied in Sacramento. And now we'll set. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
On the court right now for the Celtics, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Holiday. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. Now Murray. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. LaVine, good.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Kings leading now by 9. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Outside, LaVine. DeRozan finds Ellis. Clock at 6. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Tatum against Murray. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Holiday against Ellis. Here's Murray up on top. The rebound by the Celtics.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Count that one, and the Sacramento lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Porzingis.
And because he can score all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Celtics passing it around. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Keegan Murray. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Kings have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Tatum. 12 points for him. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
DeRozan finds Ellis. Outside, Levine. Fires the three. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Celtics trail by 4. Outside, Tatum. Brown with a screen on Murray. Tatum drives in.
2 extra loud points there by Jason Tatum, sending a message.
Ellis, the pass to DeRozan. Hits the three-point bomb. DeRozan's got 9 points in the quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And so it's Boston with it after Zach LaVine missed from long range.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Now, here's DeRozan. 9 points in the game so far, and it's good, 2 points.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Porzingis kicks to Holiday. Tatum passes to Brown. Brown with a screen on Murray. Tatum with another miss.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter.
Yikes. Levine, that's good.
And look, he's showing he's not all strength. Levine with a nice little pull-up.
And they get it. They get it back. Pass to Shireman. Now here's Tatum. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Sacramento Kings in control with. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
We all know about his father, but Domantas Sabonis is proving that he is as good of a passer, maybe, as his dad.
Here's Shireman. And he banks in the layup. Shireman's got his first bucket of the night.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Outside, Levine. Shoots. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside, Tatum. Goes up. Jason Tatum making sure of that one.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
Sabonis kicks to DeRozan. Ellis outside. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 8. Stolen by Levine. Ellis left side. Murray outside. DeRozan for 3. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
There's Levine showing out with that high arcing jump shot from the corner.
Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Tatum's shot is off.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Sabonis' shot is off.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Murray for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Oh, I could almost hear Murray say, "Oh, you hit a 3? Let me match that real quick."
Here's Tatum. And no good. Nice D from DeRozan. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. 11-point game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Now Levine, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Levine dishes to Ellis, takes a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's stolen by DeRozan. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Tatum. Brown the pass to Porzingis. Here's Shireman. The kick out to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Shoots over DeRozan. Busted. No good that time either.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Celtics trail by 14 to the middle. Here's Tatum. And so Boston again turning it over. Here's Levine.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Sacramento.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zach LaVine.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shot clock at 2. Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Sabonis. His three-pointer's off the mark. So it's the Celtics now. Fires it up. And here's Tatum for 3. Sabonis grabs the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to DeRozan. Puts up a deep 3. Off the mark. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A cup. Much appreciated, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. Bain, no good. White looking it over. From the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Edey. 4-3. Good, and the setup by Morant.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Now here's White. No good with the triple. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Offensive board. That shot off. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Outside Tatum. Beyond the arc. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from deep. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Stolen by Bain. From deep, Morant. Pure from three-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's the steal.
Great energy and activity on defense. They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Oh, and there is Jaren Jackson. Fantastic play.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. 1:44 left in the first quarter. From deep, Morant. Boston with a rebound. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Graham.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And then Morant with the jam!
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Williams. No made baskets yet. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
On target from range.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Holiday against Morant. Three-pointer. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Tatum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left to play in the first. Got a piece of it. Down low. Here's Pritchard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pippen, pass to Kennard. Launches a three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got Drew Holiday, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford, and it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. Craig attacking, outside Holiday. Fires from deep, connects from downtown. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Always reading the angles. Holiday's able to find his shot.
Kennard for 3. Buries it from 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Craig, no good. Grizzlies lead by 7. Here's Aldama. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
Three-pointer, Holiday. From behind the arc. Aldama grabs the board. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's the 3. Kept alive. Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. Boston pulls it in.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period. Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
Holiday from long range. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. Holiday's got 6.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
This is a great option for Luke Kennard. They're going to run him off the three-point line, so you make a pull-up jump shot. That is nicely done.
First team.
Horford, a screen on Jackson. Here's Craig. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Craig's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Kennard for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. The three ball. And it's Shireman missing. Memphis leading by 8. Pass to Kennard. Fades back. Hauser grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Screen by Horford. Holiday from long range. Grizzlies with the rebound. Bagley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Kennard. The three is up. Gets the three to fall. 12 points for him.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Boston, no good that time either. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. This one for 3. No good there.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Launches it from deep. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. 2 points. That one goes. Celtics trail by 13. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Here's Holiday. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Holiday's got 8 points. Memphis leading by 11. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Kennard can't get it to go.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
They get it back. For 3. Just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Continuing their momentum going into the break. He tacks on 3 more.
And so it's Memphis. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. And the 3 ball has been huge in building this lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, it's been quite a game for Luke Kennard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Vince Williams is out there with Jaren Jackson, and it's Edey in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Morant.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
The three-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Jackson, right side. It's tipped. Pass to Edey. And the shot no good, a bit short. Celtics trail by 12. Brown passes to Porzingis. Tipped. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
White, the pass to Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum, taking the hit.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Tatum from long range. Another miss. 6 makes, 6 misses so far. Jackson with it. Picked up by Tatum. From deep, Payne. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Payne's got 6. White, the pass to Tatum. To the middle. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Here's Morant. Uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Brown, a screen on Jackson. There's Tatum with the 3. Memphis with a rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Tries to hit him. And it's Edey missing.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Throws it up high. Tatum with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Pritchard. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. 5 points in the game.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
From deep, Payne. The rebound, Celtics. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. On the wing, Tatum. Back to Pritchard. The 3. And no good. And here's Morant. Give him 20. That'll count. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Celtics, the perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center, and it's Holiday in at the point. Here's Pippen. Pass to Kennard. 3-pointer. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. White with it. Tatum with a screen. To the inside. Jackson against Brown. Kennard with it. Aldama, the pass to Kennard. From deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Holiday against Kennard. Pass to Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. All down the right side. Tatum with a steal. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. The open shot. White. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
Kennard for three. Hits the trifecta. Kennard's got 20 points.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Kennard for three. And another three from Memphis.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
And the foul on Santi Aldama. That's foul number 2 for him. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
Long range from the inbound. Tatum can't hit.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Holiday finds Tatum. Launches it. Again, the miss by Boston.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Jackson outside. Oh, there's the alley. Tatum with a steal. White for three. And it's Bane with the rebound. And it's Bane with the ball for the Grizzlies. Morant with it, guarded now by Holiday. Williams from long range. Offensive rebound. Jackson, the pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Bane. The three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Memphis leading by 15. A minute 42 left in the game. Bane fires from way outside. And again, Memphis no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And it's Tatum missing. And Memphis shooting 46%, a decent average so far.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Outside Bane, lets it go from deep. And again, Memphis no good. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Fires from way outside. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Tatum with the three. Knocks down the triple. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Morant. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Grizzlies lead by 14. It's blocked. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take.
The talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now Sacramento starting five. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the five, roaming the paint.
And that three-point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game.
DeRozan. Edie with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Wells. Guarded by LaVine. Memphis moving it around. Bain, no good. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Sacramento. It's a three-point game. LaVine can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Stan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
That one falls. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Takes the three. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete. He can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot that makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who is guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways, and that'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. And taken away by Ellis. And here's the fast break. LaVine for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now, here's Morant for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And you can see the confidence Morant possesses. He's fine testing his luck with the quick pull-up, Jay.
Murray dishes to Ellis. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Ellis has got 5.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. Bain kicks to Morant. 4 on the clock. Over Levine. That one wide left. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 2. Outside for Murray. Misses the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And taken away by Ellis. It's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. DeRozan with it. Now defended by Bain. Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Rell's wide open. And again, Memphis no good. Sacramento's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Murray. Fires from deep. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And love the focus from Murray. He wants to make the most of his opportunities.
Morant with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 15 points in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's DeRozan. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
Mr. Wells. The kick out to Bain. Launches it. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the triple. Edey with the rebound. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Back to Morant. Jackson has the open look, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's a tie game in Memphis. And back with the start. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Luke Kennard out there with Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Stevens in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Aldama with the ball. Covered by Lyons. That's a 2 from Kennard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Here's Aldama. Nothing on the board.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. The Kings trail by 4. Pass to Carter. To stop the run. It's hauled in by Huff. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. It's hauled in by the Kings.
When the defense is playing awfully like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Here's Aldama. And another miss by Memphis.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
They grabbed their own miss. Out left to the wing. Monk outside. And it's off from three-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now, here's Lyles. Still scoreless. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Offensive rebound. Out to Carter. Lets the 3 fly. Pass to LaRavia. Sinks the triple.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now, here's Kennard. He has 5. So the wing on the left. Stevens, the pass to Huff. Here's Stephens. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. Here's Aldama. Pass to Stephens. Hands it from downtown. Stephens got himself on the board with 3 there. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Here's LaRavia.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
Now here is Carter. Still yet to score. The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on that one.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Memphis trailing here. 59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Kennard's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The shot's good from Carter.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Pippen. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Huff. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Huff's got his second basket.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade. Yeah, and that 3-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Aldama. Stevens, the pass to Kennard. Shoots from the corner. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Monk digs to Valanciunas. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Kings lead by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching 2K Sports.
Please divert your attention to Singapore. And get ready for the third half-court stop.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
On the court right now for the Kings, the post pair forward will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Ellis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bain. Over Levine. Rebound by Murray. Sacramento leading by 5. On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that. Now here's Morant, following the miss by DeRozan. Over Ellis. Morant finds Bain. Shoots it. Fires for 3. And it's Morant missing. And it's Sabonis with the ball for the Sacramento Kings, leading by 5. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? It's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And we all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Out to DeRozan. Murray outside. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. An even 3-on-3 break. Morant passes to Jackson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. From deep, Ellis. Pass to Levine. Bain with the steal. Now Wells. Morant with it. He's guarded by Ellis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Kings leading. Poke loose. Morant with the steal. And here's the fast break. And then Morant slams it in.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Can they get it? Murray, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Ellis against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Ellis. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. DeRozan for 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Grizzlies have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Back to Morant. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Grizzlies. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And with that 3-ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by Memphis.
Pass to Edey. It's stolen by DeRozan. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And finished off by Morant. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. You've got Santi Aldama, Luke Kennard out there with Pippen, and Stevens in at the small forward spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Got that one up quick.
So skilled at the 5. Valanciunas helps space the court, knocks down the mid-range Jay more often than not, and also a terror on the offensive glass.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kennard way outside. No good on the quick 3.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Pippen for 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Miles with a wide open look. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And now an 8-point Sacramento lead. Poked away. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Monk left side. Pass to LaRavia. And here is Lyles. 5 to shoot. For 3. To the left side wing. Stolen. Here's Stephens, defended by Carter. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
A 3. No good that time. Kings leading now by 5. Carter kicks to Monk. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Some changes for Sacramento. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside, Bain launches it. Kept alive. Outside for Jackson. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's his first foul. On defense, Memphis. On its way from DeRozan for 2. And Bain pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 4. A 3 from Morant. Bain with the rebound.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Shots good by Ellis.
Love the floor awareness from Sabonis. Capable of finding his guys when they are wide open.
Morant outside. Lets it go with the 3. Drops in the tray. Morant's got 34 points.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Leaner from distance. Bain, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Wells with the steal. The three from Morant. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Levine dishes to Murray. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Levine's shot is off. Here's Edey from deep three-point territory. Levine with the rebound. So the Kings win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up for Stan Van Gundy.
game BA, I think, that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Ellis in at the 1 spot. And it's the Celtics ball. Here's Holiday, and Holiday powers it home.
That is a vicious dunk from Holiday there. When you give him room to run, he can take off just like that.
Outside Tatum, there's the triple. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Porzingis finds Tatum. Off target from 3-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
DeRozan passes to Ellis. Now Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. The 3 is up. Pass to LaVine. A deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
And LaVine knows he has the green light to take these shots, and his confidence is really impressive.
When we talk about the top players in the league, Brent, Domantas Sabonis can get overlooked.
You wonder if the record was a little bit better last year for the Kings, where he might have finished in the MVP voting, because this guy led the league in rebounding, and he put up 8 assists per game. So top 10 in MVP, that could have moved up a little bit with a winning record. He is a legitimate star at his position.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Tatum from outside the arc. Tatum with another miss.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
LaVine against White. Shot by LaVine, no good. For Boston, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Tatum passes to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Over Murray. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Holiday.
Yeah, such a good-looking jumper. Nice high release. Tatum can do this all day.
DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. It's Holiday with a drive. And Holiday powers it home.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Pass to LaVine. Jacks up a 3. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. LaVine's got 6 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Tatum. Here's the pick. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Here's Hauser. Sacramento grabs the miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there. His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. There's Tatum with the 3. DeRozan with the rebound. And so DeRozan will bring it up for Sacramento. Over White. Pass to Ellis. Puts up a 3. Tatum pulls it in.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Here's Ellis. After the basket by Boston. LaVine passes to Ellis. On the wing, Murray. Takes the 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Boston trailing. Pass to White. LaVine with a steal. DeRozan for three, sinks the tray.
And what's interesting, the three ball isn't a big part of DeRozan's game, but when he's feeling it, he can make it happen.
Porzingis with a screen on Murray. Tatum passes to Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. Into the lane. And finished off by Tatum.
And what a drive by Tatum. Striking suddenly and slamming it in before the defense can get in his way.
Here's Murray. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Tatum with room to shoot. No good on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter is in the books. Kings ahead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
They've got Torrey Craig. He's out there with Jaylen Brown. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Al Horford. And it's Shireman in at the two-guard spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in the game is add more time to the clock. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Brown passes to Horford, and Horford powers it home.
Pretty strong and physical that time from Al Horford on the inside.
Here's Laravia, defended by Brown. Top of the key. And it's Laravia missing.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now here's Carter. No points so far. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard. He's checked by Carter. Pass to Brown. Screen by Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Brown. Shoots over Monk. Brown, no good. Sacramento leading by 5. Outside Monk. Sacramento again missing. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And the basket by Shireman.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Arabia passes to Monk. Here's Lyles. There's the 3. And the three-pointer goes.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Now here's Brown. The three-pointer off the mark. Now the Kings in transition. Lets the 3 fly. Laravia passes to Lyles. And it's off from three-point range. Celtics trail by 5. Right wing. Back to Pritchard. To the paint. Horford gets it done inside.
I like that Al right there just got a great angle, and he finished strong.
Here's Lyles. Sends it home from three-point land. Lyles has got 6.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Carter from outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Oh, he tries a three. Drops in the three. Valanciunas has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brown passes to Craig. Back to Brown. Craig with a screen. From downtown. Rebound by Sacramento.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And it's Laravia missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Boston again missing.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Celtics trail by 9. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Craig.
Production is one of the things Brown does best. He's always probing the defense to find his next bucket.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And the basket by Monk.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Brown. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go with a three. Again, Brown missing. Monk for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Sacramento ending the quarter up 10. Their work from distance has been impressive. And it's put them in this lead right now. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Taking a look at the Kings. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at point. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, a dedicated sprint to the hoop from Holiday there. He earns the trip to the line.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Porzingis, and he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. Porzingis has got his first basket.
Well, Porzingis now playing with passion, engaged on the offensive glass.
Outside for LaVine. They get the rebound. Murray passes to Ellis. Back to Murray. Second shot opportunity. Holiday grabs the miss. Celtics trail by 9. Porzingis sets a screen. There's Tatum with the three. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
Oh, the ball handling of Tatum. It's what separates him from other star wings.
Here's LaVine for three. They kick it out to Murray. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Murray's got 5.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Back to Tatum. From the arc. That won't go either for Tatum. The Kings lead by 9. Murray for three. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Tatum. Outside White. Back to Tatum. Takes a three. Tatum! Money from deep.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Outside Murray. Outside for Levine. Drew on the 14-footer. Give him 8.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Tatum from long range. Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds now. Pass to DeRozan. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. And now an 11-point Kings lead.
I love how decisive DeRozan was on that play. He knew he was going to put that shot up well before he caught the ball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Porzingis. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Pass to Ellis. Now here's Levine. The 3 is up. At the arc, Zach LaVine.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Here's Tatum. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Tatum's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Shot from the wing. And it's DeRozan missing. Celtics trail by 9. Holiday passes to Hauser. There's Tatum with the 3. It's rebounded by Levine. Sacramento has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Here's Sabonis. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Sabonis has got 5 now.
Sabonis, a confident scorer on that play right there. Once he's got the ball in his hands in that area, he's looking to shoot.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Murray for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Porzingis up top. Outside Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Murray. Here's Tatum. Porzingis surveying the floor. Lets the 3 fly. Another shot. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, anytime the guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Hauser in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Levine for 3. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Back to White. The kick to Tatum from the arc. Tatum with another miss. The Kings lead by 8. Here's Levine for 3. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable performance from Levine. His offensive skill set is amazing.
Now here's Holiday. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to White. Back to Tatum. Fires the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Outside Levine. From outside the arc. Good work defensively by White. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum with it. Defended by Murray. Beyond the arc. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by White. Tatum's got 17 points here in the second half. Pass to Sabonis. Fires for three. Hauser grabs the board. Boston has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Tatum from long range. Tatum with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Tatum with another miss. Sacramento leading by 8. Pass to DeRozan. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Now here's Sabonis. Launches a 3. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Porzingis with it. Outside Tatum. Porzingis passes to Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
JT to the hole. And finished off by Tatum.
The speed of Tatum's drive makes it so tough to defend. You just don't get a chance to stop him.
The Kings have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Murray passes to Ellis. Takes a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. That won't go either for Tatum. The Kings leading. It's stolen by Holiday. It's stolen away. Sabonis outside. There's the 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And the Kings lead by 12. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Sacramento.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Kings.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And what a huge performance it was for Zach LaVine.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Here's Ellis. The 3 is up. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
3-pointer, no good. Here's Ellis. He's covered by Holiday. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back and let me still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to RJ. This could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edie out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson at the small forward position. To the paint, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And from distance, no less. What an amazing pass.
That's about as long an alley-oop pass as you're going to see. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Now here's Morant.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Hits it from three-point range. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
Now here's Morant for three. Pass to Edie. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. It's Morant in the corner. Goes back up. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
A three from Porzingis. And Bane pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's the lob to Jackson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all three levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And here's Morant. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Bane, no good. The Celtics have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Now, here's Bane. There's the triple. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Brown finds Holiday. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Jackson dishes to Jackson. Up top, Morant. Bane for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run. If Morant knocks those down consistently, you got 0 chance on defense.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Down low. Here's Morant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Here's Morant. 5 points in the game. And there's the drive. Jackson kicks to Morant. Jackson with the screen. And it's Morant missing. The Celtics with the lead. Brown the pass to Tatum. Here's the three. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Morant with a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The screen from Brown. Tatum kicks to Holiday. 1 second left. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Boston Celtics. Even and getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Pippen. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Huff in at the center. Pippen, the pass to Kennard. Here's Huff. Memphis moving it around. Open for three. Rebounded by Hauser. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pritchard gets the bucket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Pass to Huff. Here's Stephens. Aldama passes to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. He takes it in, and it goes down 2 points. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Open for three. And it's White with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Horford with the screen on Pippen. Now, here's Craig. He's guarded closely. Pass to Pritchard. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and Horford wide open. He shoots, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Celtics lead by 4. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pritchard passes to Craig. Outside, White. Out to the right wing. Horford kicks to White. Drives to the hoop. And White with the stuff.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And stolen by White. And here comes Horford leading the fast break. And there is White. And that's good on the assist by Horford. White's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston. Pippen, the pass to Kennard. Back to Pippen. Shot to stop the run. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Yep, it counts.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Stephens. There's a screen by Aldama. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Hauser. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's a screen by Aldama. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Pippen's got 6 in the quarter.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And it's White missing. The Grizzlies trail by 6. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's up a 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Kennard for 3.
Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. From deep, it's hauled in by Huff. Here's Aldama, guarded by Horford. There's a good screen. Pippen, the pass to Huff. Kennard for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Kennard's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
33. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And you hear Richard about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Then it's Holiday, then there's Brown, and it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. That's the Boston 5. Got a piece of it. Tatum draws the double. Three-pointer. Morant against Brown. Driving inside. And the dunk by Brown.
Carving up the defenders like a surgeon. Brown is gifted at getting all the way to the rim.
Here's Morant.
Nice finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Tatum against Jackson. Edie with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now, here's Morant for 3. It's good from long range. Morant's got 12 in the game.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Here's Brown. It's tipped. Morant against Holiday. Jackson has the open look. Good. And a nice assist from Morant.
3.
And it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Tatum kicks to Brown. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now Tatum, he's got 8. Shot clock at 5. Over Jackson.
This team leans on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defense. It can be a difference maker.
Morant against Holiday. Now here's Bane. He's tightly guarded. Nice D from Porzingis. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Celtics trail by 13. And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact. It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Outside, Bane. It's stolen by Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. Knocked away.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Porzingis finds Brown. Celtics passing it around. Outside Tatum. Over Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. And here's Tatum for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edie's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Morant. Outside, Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Good on the triple. Bane's got 8 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Kennard. He's out there with Pippen. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Celtics making a switch here. Lights checked in.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Kennard. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. And the Grizzlies lead by 19. Tatum passes to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. From the top of the key, he buries it.
See, this is what I like about Tatum and the way he uses the pick. That extra room is all that's needed for him to score.
Pippen with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Huff, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Pippen, the pass to Huff. White against Kennard. Fires from way outside. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Celtics trail by 14. Beyond the arc. Got a piece of it. Pass to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Right the pass to Tatum. Inside, Tatum, automatic.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
He rifled that one in from distance. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got 9 points in the quarter. Fires from deep. Puff, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The 3 from Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Fires the 3. Stephens can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 13. A 3 ball. And that's good. Jason Tatum for 3. Tatum's got 20.
Come on, like, when Tatum's hitting the pull-up, what is the defense supposed to do at that point in time?
Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
It's Pippen with the drive. Rebound by the Celtics. Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-5 run. Tatum kicks to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. So they foul intentionally.
We're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Tatum finds Brown. Back to Tatum. Over Jackson. 5 on the clock. Celtics passing it around. There's the 3. Here's Brown. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And for Memphis, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Grizzlies.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Edey. White covering, and the basket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team score, but when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Yeah, easy call.
Personal foul, second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits. So he gets them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. So the Grizzlies take the win. A solid win. Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.